What's up? What's up? Peace and love. I'm Dai.
And I'm Jess.
What's up, my N-word? What's going on? What's poppin'?
Just out and about, enjoying the weekend.
I knew that shit was gonna make you laugh too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, everything's good. Went to the SF game. That was pretty dope. Plan on doing it more. Probably go with my friend Justin, which he will be on the show for a little bit to get into the MLB. But yeah, we'll get into Culture Corner at the sports news, so stick around for that.
And today on the news, sports news, we'll be talking about the 2025 MLB playoff tracker, clinch scenarios, wild card drama, and World Series favorites. And then we'll get into the Week 4 NFL injury report. What I tell you a couple weeks ago, they're falling very fast, and it's only Week 4. We haven't even had a bye week yet, and there's so much going on. And new quarterback drama. The NCAA probes 13 players in explosive college basketball gambling scandal. Who getting suspended?
Then in Culture Corner this week, Biometric banking crackdown, why Vietnam froze 86 million accounts and Bitcoin is booming. Talking about decentralization. Ozempic under fire, 2 billion lawsuit, hidden side effects, and the weight loss hype exposed. We'll get into that. Singer David, yes, been trending. People got their speculations, their conspiracy theories about it. Cancels world tour after Celeste. Rivas body found in Tesla, major updates, and what's next. Yeah, appreciate you guys joining the show. We have two guests on the show into the stories we'll be getting into, but we break down the news and add context and give our honest take. Our goal: educate, spark discussions for educational and entertainment purposes. Always stay to the end for our reviews, okay? Share your thoughts with us. Hit that like button. Share this episode with a friend, and it's free to follow the channel. Click the link and sign up at the end for a chance to win free merch. Yes. Oh, damn. This show is powered by Ecamm Live. We partner with them for live streaming. Ecamm Live is a top-tier Mac software built for creators, professionals, and businesses. It features multi-camera support, real-time camera switching, screen sharing, overlays, and integrated audience comments. The intuitive interface makes streaming, recording, podcasting, and presenting simple with seamless integration across platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, which we're live on. Ecamm Live is the go-to for solution for producing high-quality live broadcasts. Start your free 14-day trial today by QR code or link provided. I'm going to end up just clipping a video of this because I can't keep reading it. So, yeah, Let Culture Speak Live, episode 56. Welcome back to the show. Let's get into it.
Turn the mic on, let the culture speak. Gossip, sports talk, 7 days a week. From the courts to the streets, headlines stay bleak. Talk shows out now, let the culture peak.
You got that one? Or was it
Yep.
me?
13 college basketball players from 6 schools are under NCAA investigation for sports betting violations. Did they really gamble on their own games? With all 13 now out of school, the scandal covers Arizona State, Eastern Michigan, Mississippi Valley, New Orleans, North Carolina A&T, and Temple. The accusations: betting for or against their teams, leaking inside info, even manipulating scores. Who gained? The investigation found evidence via text and social media after the NCAA's integrity monitoring flagged sketchy bets. NCAA President Charlie Baker says legalized betting is here to stay, but regulators and gaming companies can do more to prevent this, urging the end of prop bets. Are other leagues at risk? The NBA and NFL have faced betting scandals, but college athletes may be more or the most vulnerable. Will this force a change? Probably not, because people do a lot of prop betting, and they make a lot of money from us taking L's.
Yeah.
take a lot of money from us taking L's. They're not giving that up. There's no way.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Well, in that, they're like, it's legal. You have it on your phone. People are gonna continue to keep doing it. So why doesn't it give the players a chance to do it? They're saying that, they're at threats of, if you don't get me this type of these points, if you don't get me up on the betting odds of it, I'm gonna fucking threaten you in type of way. So I could see it in that way. But like in the league in general, I think there's a deeper issue when it's legalized on the state level. You giving these players a chance to bet on it. So why can't they do it? I don't know. Lance, do you want to say anything? We have our friend Lance. If Lance wants to get in here, go ahead, Lance.
Yeah, nah, because they can't bet on it because it's not like boxing. In boxing, I think they can bet on themselves because, they don't really have like teammates or whatever. In boxing, they for sure can do that, but I feel like in football or basketball, they can't do that because, well, they can affect like the outcome. Like if they like miss shots like on purpose, because you can do that. Like,
And
miss or
you're
like just
facing a
make bad
threat
play.
from audiences and fans and stuff too, right?
Yeah, like I think Braun did it one time. He heard somebody was like, "Oh, I need a rebound," so he went to go get one more rebound for somebody. He's like, he didn't get in trouble for that, but yeah, that was the thing. He did that shit.
Oh,
He
okay.
got an extra rebound because he heard somebody from from the crowd was like, "I need a rebound. Let me get a rebound, King." And then he got that rebound. He looked right at him like, "Yep, you got it." So
So there's, yeah, I think I saw that video that went
yeah,
viral too. That's crazy. I appreciate it. Lance, we'll see you in the NFL one.
And to add on to what he said, it messes with the integrity of the game. Because if they can bet on themselves, say, oh, I'm going to take myself for under these points and then just not perform, that, like, Lance said, it affects the whole outcome of the game. You don't want players throwing games because they put money on their self to go under. That's going to mess up the entire thing. Fans aren't going to want to mess with that. They're like, well, why would I want to go watch these people if they can bet on themselves and they're going to throw the game on purpose to make some money?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then with the threat thing, that's obviously why they just need protection and security. But I feel like people probably threat them whether they betting on a game or not. Like, you better win. People are dead serious about their teams.
True.
Like, they get real serious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, did you see how people treated what's his name, the tight end for the Ravens? What's his name, Mark Andrews? When he dropped that, oh Lord, it wasn't even about the bet. It was about the fact that they lost. That man was going through a lot. He was going through a lot when he dropped that. So
He did go viral at that time. But more than 30 states now have legal sporting bets. See, exactly. NCAA first launched its integrity monitoring system in 2020. NBA and NFL explicitly banned player betting but have faced scandals. NCAA banned athletes for betting as far back as the 1950s. Prop bets are under increased scrutiny nationwide. Any final thoughts on that?
we'll see where it goes, but I just really don't see prop bets going anywhere. It's literally a cash cow. They know there's degenerates out there that want to do 6, 7 legs, 8-leg bets. And they know half the time people are losing those. They're making a lot of money off of those prop bets.
Yeah.
I really don't think it's going anywhere. You know how money rules all, so we'll see where it goes, but I don't see it going anywhere.
Okay. Comment below your thoughts. What do you think with the threats and everything with these players? As sports gambling becomes mainstream, vulnerability rises across all levels of play. If you're an athlete, know the rules and the risk leagues and sports books must step up with stronger safeguards. For fans, it's a reminder betting might be fun, but real people and careers are at stake. Let's keep sports clean and fair for everyone's sake. Yeah, comment below your thoughts. We got lots more to get to. Let's move on. Let's see if my homie's on here. Told him to hop on. But MLB playoff chaos. Who's in it? The 2025 MLB postseason is nearly set, but late September chaos keeps fans glued to the stands. The Brewers, Phillies, Cubs, Dodgers, Blue Jays, Padres, Yankees, Mariners, and Red Sox have all clinched playoff spots. The Guardians and Tigers are neck and neck in the American League Central, while the Mariners made history by capturing their first AL West title since 2001. The Dodgers, led by Mookie Betts and Freddie Freemason. Oh, here he is. Hold up, bruh. Fuck. While the Mariners made history by capturing their first AL West. Damn. Fucked up. Let me try that again. The Guardians and Tigers are neck and neck in the AL Central, while the Mariners made history by capturing their first AL West title since 2001. The Dodgers, led by Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman, secured their fifth straight NL West championship. The Yankees and Blue Jays are tied atop the AL East, with divisions winner grabbing a crucial bye. And then on Tuesday, Cleveland's David Fry was hit in the face by a 99-mile-per-hour fastball on an ugly moment amidst the Guardians' push. Wildcard races are still up for grabs, and the Mets and Reds are fighting for the final NL spot. Current World Series odds favors the Dodgers and Mariners. But with so many tiebreakers scenarios, nothing certain yet. Who will step up in October and who will be left heartbroken? Yeah. Appreciate it. Justin, man. My homeboy Justin. Oh, shit. What the fuck? You got to unmute yourself, my guy. Let's see. Guessing. Hey, Justin, you got to mute yourself. Unmute yourself. Hello?
Maybe text him.
He said, hold on. He said, I'm on it. But, yeah, I've been at the SF game. Friend right now is, he's a SF fan. But, Lance, do you want to say anything about it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I got my picks. I think it's going to be Philly and New York. The
Philly
Yankees.
and New York. What do you think?
Phillies and Yankees.
Good, yeah.
Like I said, I don't know. I still think the Dodgers go. I think they're pretty dominant.
Yeah. There you go. Though. There you go.
Hello?
Justin. Yeah, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
So what's your thoughts, brother? I know you've been following along.
Yeah, my thoughts on what, can you say that again? My bad.
Anything on the MLB? What are your odds on it? Who is your best bet for it to win the World Series?
Well, my best bet, I mean, I think it could be, the Cubs, which they're, really good. They got a couple players like Matt Bush and Pete Crow Armstrong, and they got like some pitching, and and then you got the Dodgers, of course, Shohei Ohtani, the best player in the world
Yeah.
in MLB. So I mean, you can't count them out. You got the Yankees, of course. You got Aaron Judge, and you got Seattle, which they came out of nowhere, where they got Cal Raleigh, where he just hit like 60 home runs this year,
Yeah, I
and
seen that.
he probably, yeah. So I
And
mean,
since
those four,
2001, right, for the American League?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Since 2001, that's the last time I think they won their division. So I mean, they're up and coming. I mean, they're just, they're a really good team. I think they got a chip on their shoulder. So, I mean, you never know. I think Seattle Mariners are the underdogs in this in MLB right now.
Yeah. So you got Dodgers and who else?
I think in the World Series, I think it could be Dodgers versus Mariners.
Mm.
And I feel like Dodgers probably could win it again. If they have everybody, if everybody's healthy, but their important thing is their pitching because right now they're kind of a little bit injured, but once they're really healthy, they probably can go back and win the World Series. And if they win it, they'll be back-to-back World Series champions.
Okay. All right, hold your thought there. All right. The Dodgers are favorites for the World Series at plus 350 odds. Mariners, Julio Rodriguez leads AL outfielders in WAR, WAR. Can you explain that, Justin? But hold on. The Phillies bullpen has the best era since August. Toronto's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has 48 home runs for the first time. The Cubs clinched their first full season playoff berth since 2018. What is WAR? WAR, Justin? WAR? What is that?
WAR means wins above replacement. So I think each player has, a specific type, like say for example Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He has like what I guess four wins above four wins above replacement. So I think let's see because every player has a different number.
Yeah.
So but yeah,
Okay. How about
um,
who do you got for MVP?
MVP I got Cal Raleigh. So because people are saying Aaron Judge because he's basically in first place in every category, like RBIs, average. He could win the batting. He's probably going to win the batting title this year, Aaron Judge. But Cal Raleigh. He's he'll be the catcher. He's a switch hitter. He he can bat righty and lefty.
Mhm.
So it's just I think it needs to be changed. Because Aaron Judge won MVP, so I think Cal Raleigh should win it this year. So
Okay. Let me get you out with this one. The 99-mile fastball, David Fry. What are your thoughts on that, man? That seems super crazy. And
oh
do you know any updates on that?
well apparently he's gonna be out for I think probably probably a couple months. I heard he just had surgery, but that was just a gnarly way to go out on pretty much the last couple games of the season.
Yeah.
So, but because when you saw what's that schoolball, you know, pitch to him, you could see the ball hits the bat and it hits Dave Fry in the face. You could see it like from frame to frame
Yeah.
of the images, and it's just kind of but he bunted. It's just that's part of the game. You can't do anything about it.
Yeah. True.
So
Yeah. Appreciate it, Justin. Thanks for your take, brother. We'll definitely get you back on again just to speak on baseball if you're ever up for it.
yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it, and
Yeah.
keep at it.
All right. Thank you, man. We'll talk later. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Justin, thank you. Appreciate you, my guy. Yeah, we got to move on, guys. We got a lot to get to. Okay. After this last story, we'll get into Culture Corner. TikTok sensation David, digital ID incoming, $2 billion Ozempic lawsuit. Yeah, stay for that. And let's get into this last story.
If you play fantasy football, week 4 is giving you gray hairs. What did I tell y'all? I told y'all. They are dropping hard and fast right now. Major injuries are reshuffling lineups across the league. CeeDee Lamb could miss weeks, leaving George Pickens and Jalen Tolbert to step up. Mike Evans is out, making rookie. What is the name? I don't know. I ain't saying all that.
McLaurin?
the rookie. Baker Mayfield's new top target. James Conner is gone for the season. Trey Benson now gets the RB1 workload. Najee Harris is also gone for the season, with Omar Hampton taking over a high-powered backfield. Scary Terry, is doubtful, which could make Chris Moore and Luke McCaffrey fantasy relevant. Quarterback Jalen Daniels is pushing to return, but Coach Dan Quinn says it's up to the doctors. Meanwhile, the Giants have benched Russell Wilson, with Coach Brian DeBall naming Jackson Dart the starter. Dart's first test. The Chargers' top 10 defense. Good luck, Jackson Dart. I got him over from 1.5 interceptions. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. And no, I'm not. The NFL's injury bug is biting hard, and both fantasy and real coaches are scrambling for answers. Shit.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, it's getting ugly out there, guys. Like I said, it's shaping up to be one of those seasons, unfortunately, where it's looking like whoever steps up the best or whatever team is the healthiest may take it there for playoff wise, because the injuries this season have been insane. I'm talking about stars on like this many top wide receivers, top defensive players. I don't even remember if we talked about Bosa, but Bosa is also out too. He's done for. I think Bosa's done for the season as well, with the ACL injury. Like, we were talking about top guys out for the season. Like, it is crazy. I don't know what's going on this season, but you're gonna really see what teams can bend but not break, because it is looking ugly right now. It is looking real ugly.
We're trying to have Lance on, but Lance, I don't know what the hell happened. But Giants, Jackson Dart is a rookie out of Ole Miss. Brock Purdy, 49ers, is still limited with a shoulder toe issue. Chris Goodwin, Bucks, may return in week 4. Justin Fields, Jets, clear concussion protocol. Michael Mayer, Raiders, tight end is in concussion protocol. Anything on that one?
No, I mean, Michael Mayer, he's in concussion protocol, but it don't matter because the Raiders offensive line don't know how to block for more than 1.5 seconds. Mm-hmm. So Geno Smith ain't gonna be able to get the ball out anyway. So it doesn't really matter who is in or out for him to throw to, because they're not gonna get the ball. Genty's not gonna get out the backfield, and the Raiders O-line ain't gonna block nobody.
Any fantasy picks?
Like I said, maybe you take Jackson Dart for throwing an interception. I mean, come on, dude. The rookie, they're really throwing the rookie into the fire with that Chargers defense. Mm-hmm. That Chargers defense is good. Yeah, they really putting them out there, and they are 3-0 right now. They are cooking on all cylinders right now. So they're looking like they lead in the AFC West right now.
Sure.
Oh, that's probably why he turned it off.
Maybe. Oh, because of them?
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to Lance, but comment below your thoughts. What do you guys think? Yes, injury reports are out. Seems like a lot of quarterbacks are Joe Burrow. This is Joe Burrow?
Yeah, Joe Burrow, he's out at least 3 months.
Yeah.
And it's not really looking too good it's not looking like a playoff season for the Cincinnati Bengals anyway, so.
Mm-hmm. And for those Jaden Daniels on your fantasy, that's not looking pretty good either.
And you guys know, I know the Commanders fans already know what happened to RG3 in the past with injuries like that, so I know you guys are like not tripping off of rushing him back. You guys, he's your franchise quarterback. I'm pretty sure you guys want to make sure he's fully healthy and good before he hops back in there, because, obviously, those injuries could really put them out for real.
Yeah. Every NFL season gets wild, but this year's injuries are relentless. If you're a fantasy manager, stay glued to the news and don't be afraid to take risk on new starters. For fans, it's a reminder of how fast things change. The key takeaway, stay flexible, keep an eye on the practice reports, and don't let your hopes ride on one player. Football is unpredictable. Adapt or get left behind. Yeah, comment below your thoughts. We got a lot to get to, but quickly mentions women's tennis legend Serena Williams. Serena Williams is speaking out after finding a decorative cotton plant in her 5-star New York hotel, saying in a video that seeing that plant did not make her feel great. What do you think, Jess? I think it's just outrageous, like nonsense. Come on, Jazz. You know
What? I don't have anything to say. Like, I mean, Serena felt a way, and she's allowed to feel how she wants to feel. You know, I know Dolly had asked me the question of how would I feel. Knowing,
Seeing it, yeah.
The history of Black people and slavery and picking cotton and whatnot. I don't really know what obviously we know what's associated with the plant.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's their name? What was their name?
Serena?
The 5-star hotel.
It was like the Ritz or something. Ritz Hotel.
His intentions were of putting that out there. But he had asked me how would I feel if I walked by and I seen the plant. And probably I wouldn't even know what it was.
Or not.
Or stop to actually look at it to notice it like that, I guess, So
or feel some type of way about it.
I wouldn't know enough to feel any way about it.
Nas back bid to build a casino at Aqueduct Resorts World in Queens took a step forward Thursday, just days after a Jay-Z affiliated group was told no thanks. Aqueduct won a preliminary approval for a state sitting board to move on to the next stage to receive one of up to 3 casino licenses, a victory that had one Queens politician ready to dig up Nas' infamous rap beef with Jay-Z, whose Caesars Times Square bid was flatly rejected last week. Yeah, I don't know much about it, but hey, they want a casino. It will bring more business, more revenue for the city. They just need to clean up, bro. It's what I'm hearing. It's pretty messy. It's pretty dangerous. It's not like a tourist resort that, I don't know, compared to like Japan or somewhere or something. They need to clean up after that. And then bring jobs for people out there too. People need the jobs. And just tourism, for sure. Because there's more to do than just, the fucking theaters and stuff, the Broadways and everything.
Mm.
Yeah. But California's SB 771 would let people sue big social media companies if their algorithms boost content that supports hate crimes or intimidation. Fines could reach up $1 million more if minors are involved. Supporters say it protects civil rights online. Critics worry it threatens free speech, could push companies to over-censor, and might clash with federal law and the First Amendment. The bill awaits the governor's signature. What do you think on that, Jess?
I think, you know what I'm going to say.
It's crazy, man. The fact that they're threatening the companies to censor people on specific speech that they could deem as hate speech. Like, who has control of hate speech regardless? And you shouldn't give that to the government because they're gonna overpower the everyday people.
The government already has their propaganda they want to push. So
Yeah.
The water is getting very muddy.
Yeah.
It's getting very muddy. We can't see anymore. We're blind.
Mm-hmm.
Help us.
So that's why we're trying to cool off on things, what we say, we're not trying to be divisive. We're not trying to catch a lot of flack for a lot of things we say. We say allegedly, no, not being divisive. We don't want to, we're not hateful on this things. we really just don't care at that point. But Amazon is paying a historic $2.5 billion settlement with the Federal Trade Commission, ending a 2-year dispute over allegations the company tricked consumers into signing up for its Prime subscription service and then made it hard to cancel. Yeah. Duh. The fuck?
Nobody claim it. Let me get the whole 2.5.
The $1 billion civil penalty provide $1.5 billion to refunds to estimate of 35 million customers. Same thing probably with the Fortnite thing. You probably got to sign up if you got,
Did you do that one?
bamboozled. No, I didn't do it.
Why not? That was free money. I did it.
I know you did. I don't know. I just didn't want to get online and do all
Bro,
that.
it was a simple form. It took
I
like 10
know.
seconds.
I know, and you did send it to me, but I never did it. But it is out there. Oh, appreciate the heart. Thank you. Yeah, crazy. Like, they should be held accountable. They're gonna continue to do it. This is just whatever. Google admits to censoring under. Wait a minute. Amazon? Maybe because of this lawsuit. Maybe because they're gonna raise the prices again. Do you hear they're raising the prices on streaming and shit?
Yeah. Never mind.
I don't know. And then Google admits to censoring under the Biden administration, says it will reinstate banned YouTube accounts that were censored for political speech. Boom, bam, bam. I told you this already. I told you this. They were censoring. Bro, you guys didn't believe a lot of people that were being censored, but they were doing it. And they continue today, still do it. So what the hell are we supposed to do? But a lot of censoring, free speech is on the line, guys, and we're, help us out. Talk about it. Starbucks is making big changes to fix its business, including closing hundreds of cafes and laying off more workers at its headquarters. 1% of Starbucks locations will be closed this month, dropping the total to 18,300. So 900 stores at least. Yeah. One that is near us is going to close down, and it's so convenient because it's right there. But
Yep, it'll be closed by the end of the week.
Yeah, which sucks ass. Yeah, what do you guys think? And people's jobs are going to be lost. Yeah. You know what's funny, man? I got to talk about it. We went to Starbucks this morning, and I feel like they're super bitter when you don't tip them,
I'm not.
Because, the price change when you tip them. So when they see the original price, they're just like, they feel some type of way. You know what I mean?
Everybody wants to be tipped now.
For real.
We might as well start tipping people at McDonald's, too. Burger King, Taco Bell.
Right. Tip us, yo. Tip us. But, okay. Yeah, let's move on. Is this you? This is you.
What?
Next one. Next story.
Oh. The music world was stunned when Celeste Rivas, a missing 15-year-old, was found dead and decomposed in the trunk of a Tesla registered to singer David, a breakout singer known for tracks like Romantic, Homicide. A discovery came after a foul odor was reported at the LA impound lot. It took days to identify her due to the condition of the remains, but connections between Rivas and David quickly surfaced. Her mother confirmed a relationship the two allegedly shared. Matching tattoos and David's unreleased track, Celeste, fueled more speculation. Police raided a home linked to David, but an arrest hasn't followed, with legal experts citing lack of autopsy results and no firm evidence tying him to the death. The vehicle wasn't reported stolen, and David's team says he's cooperating fully. His world tour is canceled, and the community remains glued to updates as investigations still treating this as a death investigation. Stressed that David hasn't been renamed an official suspect. Autopsy results should clarify the cause and time of death, which is key to any future charges. Until then, rumors and theories
Abound.
that's a new one. Not a new one, but okay, whatever. abound with singer's career and reputation hanging in the balance.
She needs to work on her reading.
Bro, sometimes
Agreed.
I'll be like, is that a typo? Like, what the fuck? I ain't never used that word before. But anyway, it's just a whole bunch of rumors right now. But allegedly, everybody leaned towards he did that shit. Allegedly.
It's his car, though. You
Yeah.
know, they were in a relationship. He
And
created
that's
music.
wild in itself.
Yeah.
Because we're saying 15, but she just turned 15. She was already passed away when she turned. She was still 14, so.
That
and he's
too.
like
She's a
20 years
minor.
old.
She's a minor.
So that's crazy.
And the fact that they didn't arrest him or detain him, question him further, and he's just out and about. You
The
know,
age
like
gap alone should have required him to be detained.
he's the number one suspect out of all of this. Found him in the car. You had a relationship. All this conspiracy stuff about music. You know, there's a lot of things that's going on. Have you heard of any conspiracies that you see online?
Yeah, I see them all, but it's like I don't know what's what anymore. It's just a lot. It's literally a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah. For sure, for sure. Celeste's body was released to her family, but the cause of death remains undetermined. LA Times, Fox LA. The case is still classified as a death investigation, not a homicide, as of September 24th, 2025. Police executed a search warrant on Hollywood Hills, home linked to David. Universal Music Group and Sony Music Publishing suspended all David promotions. David removed personal belongings from his LA rental and has remained largely silent except for the statements via his attorney. So, yeah, they raided the home. They got electronics, things that, you know, text messages and everything, laptops. So they're going to follow up on that. But at this point, yeah, we just got to wait. We got to wait till it plays out. And this, you know, there's videos of them together, wearing the same jacket. Yeah, man, it's just, I can't unsee that. Decomposed in the car and he's just out and about. Nothing. Yeah, he's being cooperative, but what else is he hiding? He knows something.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Obviously, he knows something. But hey, comment below your thoughts. Yes, a lot of conspiracies and stuff that's going on. But what can we do? We're going to probably quickly mention or probably follow up on the story when it's more coming out and see what charges he gets to. Yeah, that's all we could really do. Anything else, Jeff?
No. Diddy served his purpose, though, because nobody's talking about him no more.
Did he? I can bring up he's having a free class in the prisons and stuff.
I just wanted to bring up the fact that it was just such a big topic, and now nobody's talking about it.
Such a big topic. No, we already talked about it. Go watch those videos. We already said what we said, you know. We got to move on to the next story. We don't know, but if he was involved or just unlucky. The facts don't add up yet. No motive, no clear timeline, and a lot of speculation thanks to social media. Hopefully the autopsy, continued investigation will bring answers and some peace to Celeste's family. The lesson: don't rush to judgment. Wait for the facts and let the justice system do its work. But still, we don't
Whether
know.
the justice system does whether he did it or not, I still think it's insane that they were together in the first place. That is crazy.
Yeah.
That shouldn't even have been a thing, but
Minor, yeah. Hey, man, they like diddling with kids out here. Allegedly. A lot of these celebrities, allegedly. We don't know. But if it comes up in the news, we'll see. Okay. Comment below your thoughts. What do you think? Give us your takes. What are your suspicions, your conspiracies? We would love to hear from it. So, comment below your thoughts. Yep. Biometric. Yes, guys. A lot of news in this has been trending from what I see in my feed on Instagram. It's all news and stuff, and this is all people is talking about. So in September 2025, Vietnam's banking system underwent a massive shakeup. Banks deactivated or deleted over 86 million accounts, roughly 43% of the nation's total, because users hadn't registered with the state's new biometric ID system. The policy intended to fight deepfake fraud and money laundering required facial fingerprint authentication for both opening accounts and conducting larger transfers. The move hit hardest among foreigners, expats, and anyone with dormant accounts, as remote compliance proved nearly impossible for these groups. While authorities argue the system deters scams and brings security, critics highlight the risk of tying financial access to biometric data, warning that a technical glitch, political shift, or bureaucratic error could suddenly lock millions out of their money. The ripples effect extended beyond Vietnam. The UK's digital ID push under Prime Minister Keir Starmer is fueling similar debates about surveillance and privacy and government overreach. Meanwhile, Bitcoin advocates point to Vietnam's crackdown as a real-world case to self-custody and decentralization. Though they admit crypto brings its own headaches, from volatility to password loss, the average person, the episode raises a blunt question: should your access to money depend on a face scan and the state's good graces? The debate is going away as more countries roll out digital identity systems. Oh, it isn't going away.
What happens if somebody makes a nice replica mask of your face, and then you're cooked and they can steal your stuff?
Exactly. But they have those same concerns with passports being fraudulent, IDs nowadays being fraudulent, Social Securities being fraudulent and stuff. But I don't see why we have to move that direction. It is a new system that they're allegedly trying to push us in, but it's out in the open. People, these countries, these governments are pushing to get us into this new system. That
Man, I don't know why they don't just cut to the chase. Just line everybody up and inject that tracking chip into each person that y'all want to put in so bad.
Sweden, I think 1,000 people got hand plants already.
Go ahead and just put it in, because that's where we going.
But it's for the convenience, Jess. It's convenient, so you don't have to carry your wallets. You could just carry your phone. But at that time, they don't want the phone, so they want it in your skin. You know, people are going to fall for it regardless. It's convenient, okay? It is. Anything, Jess?
Mm-hmm. I ain't got nothing.
People are going to fall for it, okay? And I'm trying to warn the people around me, do not comply. Do not comply. And I'm going to tell you, this whole thing with the immigration and everything that's going on in UK, in America, in Japan, it's the whole reason of that is because they're going to push it towards this banking biometric, because the fear is that, okay, there's so many people, there's foreigners here, we need a biometric because we got all these foreigners causing crime. We need to know who's a citizen in our country. And guess what happened in America back then? They were letting people in by the millions over the border. And you got UK, Western countries over the border. And now they're introducing this. So at this point, I kind of already see what's going on. Just don't comply, guys. Vietnam's Project 06 aims for 100% biometric cover of active accounts by the end of 2025. Similar account freezes have happened in China, the UK, and Canada for regulatory reasons. The crackdown has led to a surge of Vietnamese interest in decentralized cryptocurrencies. Public protests erupt in other countries after mass account freezes highlight global discontent. People want a decentralized currency, but I still have my ifs about Bitcoin and everything, because it is programmable. I don't know much about it. I'm not very vocal on that stuff, but I see good things about it being decentralized. Let the people handle it, not just let one government, one institution control of it. Everyone has control of it. But privacy advocates warn that biometric data can be stolen, faked, or misused, increasing identity theft risk. Yeah.
Hell yeah! What the heck?
Comment below your thoughts. Yes, it's the direction we're moving in, but we gotta put a stop to it now. Yeah, these are convenient and stuff, but a lot of people are moving off of the phones now. They're trying to get flip phones and stuff off of social media. So I don't know. And with Keir Starmer, he's crazy, dude. He's saying you cannot work, you cannot be in society if you don't get this biometric system that we're trying to put onto you. What is that? Isn't that authoritarian in a way, Jess? It is, and it's scary. It is scary. And banks shutting down, taking your money, cashless society. It's crazy. You already see it, Jess. Cashless society. They don't want you to use cash. But even though that's a legal tender to use it at. So they're breaking the laws right there. And I don't know, there's laws that they're trying to change up to have crypto and digital money and stuff. But comment below your thoughts. Yes, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm trying to warn you guys. I've been saying it. Okay.
Y'all better get y'all gold and silver.
There you go. Tangible assets. Yes. Real estate type of stuff. But comment below your thoughts. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get into this. Wait. After this last story on Viral Review, we'll react to pregnant women have been going viral taking Tylenol after President Trump said on Monday. We'll get into that. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. It's very much appreciated. Let's get into this last story. Is that you?
That's you.
What? I gotta do the Ozempic thing? Okay, Ozempic began a breakthrough diabetes drug, but quickly became a global weight loss sensation thanks to its appetite-suppressing effects on celebrity hype. FDA approved for type 2 diabetes, not for weight loss. Ozempic's off-label use exploded through social media and Hollywood buzz. Now it's at the center of one of the largest pharma lawsuits in years. About 2,000 lawsuits in U.S. courts with the damage projected to exceed $2 billion. Plaintiffs allege Novo Nordisk failed to warn users about risks like stomach paralysis, persistent vomiting, bowel blockages, pancreatitis, kidney damage, and sudden vision loss, especially as the drug was used by people without diabetes. The first lawsuit was filed in August 2023, and by February 2024, the cases were consolidated in Pennsylvania. Over 1,800 are still pending as of May 2025, with trials set for 2026. Novo Nordisk denies wrongdoing, insisting Ozempic is safe when used as directed. Hollywood's obsession continues. Fat Joe, Tracy Morgan praise it. Macy Gray regrets it. Doctors warn weight loss shortcuts carry real risks. The Ozempic saga is a wake-up call for anyone searching for a magic bullet. I mean, I've been putting this story off. It's like it's still relevant till this day because you got people on it, but they're at a certain risk. I think that they are ignoring. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, hey, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I still want to do it. Like, goddamn. I gave you the list of these risks, and you still gonna be wanting to take it. It's like, oh well, is it gonna help me lose weight? Yeah. Like, damn. And I don't know. For me, it seems like it was a test. Yeah, FDA approved it, but FDA could be corrupt, allegedly, and that they did it for the profits. Is it all about profits, Jess?
It's always about profits. We live in the U.S. of A, baby.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah, and I want to make that point that it's just pills, pills, pills. Pills here, pills there. If you want to get rid of this headache, yada yada, there's a pill here. You know?
Tylenol.
We'll get into that story. But yes, it's just everywhere. We're drug addicts in America, you know? We're like the highest grossing people taking pills. You know, they got us for years and years and years on these pills. When you get older, like take these pills, take with these pills, and you know what's gonna happen when you mix that. We're not doctors on here, but we're paying attention to the things that's going on, especially with big pharma. Jess, you have anything else to say? Because I got a lot to say.
Yeah, I know. I'm letting you do your thing. This is you got it, my boy. You got the answers. You got the research.
I mean, I'm not very well versed. I'm like not the sharpest tool in the shed, you know.
I am not disagreeing. You know what I mean? Like you teaching me some new shit right now. I'm listening.
Okay, during COVID, what did they do? They shielded themselves from getting any lawsuits. You know how many shots were passed around? Billions around the world. Did they get lawsuits? No, they were protected. Who did it? The government. Because of profits. The pharma got paid from the government. Billions and millions of dollars. And it's just circling around them. And what? Who we're suffering as a society after all these, you know, I don't know. It's just crazy that people are just... And then biometrics, people are gonna fall for that shit. Like, come on, bro.
Is actively about to freaking explode on you fools. It's crazy out here.
It is crazy.
It's crazy out here, and the freedom is slipping away more and more every day. And by the time everybody looks up and opens their eyes, it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be nothing you can do about it.
I hate fucking politicians, yo.
It's gonna be nothing you could do about it.
It's a circus out here, guys. Ozempic prescription spiked 300% from 2021 to 2024. You remember that shit was coming out like around that time? 2021? That wasn't even that long ago.
I think at that point, only like the big names, like stars, could get it first.
Yeah.
Because I remember, because it started getting hard for people that actually had diabetes to get it. Because it got to that, but people actually had diabetes, it was hard for them to get it. They had to order like a bulk of it just to ensure that they had their medication because it was becoming so hard to get it. So yeah, that shit was real.
God, see, the FDA issued an updated safety alert in late 2024 regarding off-label use. Me on this lawsuit, like the doctors, you know, they openly say they listed the things already. So I don't know where this is gonna happen. You gave them consent to inject yourself in with these medications. So I don't know. European regulators have launched their own safety review. Some insurers have stopped covering Ozempic for weight loss. Law firms have launched national ad campaigns targeted affected patients. And they're Nova Nordisk, they're cutting 9,000 jobs, I think, because of this lawsuit. So that's a lot of people losing jobs too. I don't know what's going on, man. A lot of stores are closing. Maybe I kind of know. But like a lot of stores are closing. Jess probably knows too. A lot of employees too. We talked about it last week. I don't know. There's probably economic collapse. Inflation's super high. They just cut interest rates. What do you think, Jess?
The recession is here, but we're really slamming into it hard, where it's going to get to a point where it's undeniable.
Mm-hmm.
So
people need to pay attention.
Stay tuned.
Yep. Pay attention. Pay attention. Yeah. Comment below your thoughts. I had a lot to say about that. For sure. What are we doing right now?
Viral views, baby.
Viral views, reaction vids for the interwebs. Pregnant women have been posting videos on social media platforms of themselves taking Tylenol because President Donald Trump said on Monday that there was a link between the use of the pain and fever reliever during pregnancy and autism spectrum disorder. Let's take a look at these pregnant women. Say anything. Me popping Tylenol while pregnant caused what the fuck is the government gonna do about it?
About to take Tylenol for my headache while pregnant because I don't take my medical advice from a man who doesn't have a degree in science, healthcare, or medicine, and who had a parasitic brain infection and was addicted to heroin for 14 years. Yeah, I'll trust my doctors who have their degree.
Civic duty, pregnant women take a Tylenol because this administration is a joke. Here's a pregnant woman taking Tylenol because I believe in science and not someone who has no medical background. Go ahead, Jess.
Yeah, I mean, I've had this conversation with a few people before in the past, and they just felt like, not specifically about Tylenol or anything, just about the whole autism thing. And what people are kind of saying is, you know, how the cases have been rising. And a lot of people have just simply said that in the past, they just didn't know what to call it and know how to diagnose it. Because growing up, even when we were younger and it wasn't like a big thing yet, we knew hella people with autism. They just didn't know what to call it yet. People weren't being properly diagnosed with it yet. Mm-hmm. They were like, oh, you're just a troublemaker, or oh, you just have behavioral issues. But a lot of them had autism, and they just didn't have a name for it. Mm-hmm. And I think that kind of is the reason for the rise, because now it has a name. Now they know how to diagnose it. And I don't think it's really any different from back then. Because, like I said, we know a lot of people that got it. If you were to clinically, they have it. But when we were younger, they were deemed as somebody with behavioral issues. Mm-hmm. I think that's really it, is they know what to call it. They have a name for it. And obviously that's going to cause a rise in cases because now it's actually being identified.
That could be true. Yeah. I'm not denying that. But in a way, you've seen RFK. He's been banning a lot of stuff with the vaccines, with the dyes in our foods, actually getting healthy more foods off on Snap instead of the junk foods, which is bio created in a lab and stuff. But he did mention that cases have risen up ever since the 70s and 60s when vaccines were provided, and it's just not 3 out of 10, like 3 out of 100 people are getting autism. So they're saying it's not the causation of Tylenol, but it's associated to autism. Mm-hmm. And these parents, they could do whatever the hell they want, but like, who's it really hurting? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Who's it really hurting?
I get you, but in their eyes, it's not hurting anybody, because they're not gonna believe.
Yeah,
Mr. Man.
No, there's people out there, but like, he has a team around them. It's not like he's just making that decision off top of his fucking head.
I mean, I know that.
You know
I get what you're saying, but they,
yeah.
This administration's name is complete mud now at this point. They don't care what they have to say. Yeah. Like, they just think that they're complete garbage, and
they'll find any
they
way,
don't really care to listen to them.
Yeah.
And hey, I mean, it is what it is. But
they're hurting their babies. And even Tylenol, the makers of Tylenol even said it shouldn't be recommended when you're pregnant. So, okay, don't take it from RFK and Trump. Take it from the creators of fucking Tylenol. They just said we don't recommend this at all, and yet you're doing it. So you're not hurting the administration. You're hurting the baby inside your belly, is what I'm getting at. I know, just probably.
I mean, I'm pretty like neutral in the whole shit, like, because we at the end of the day, we don't know, like, it's possibly linked or associated with it, but like, it's just still the thing with autism and then it rising, and I just really think that, like I said, it wasn't identified properly. And he's saying the cases from the 60s and the 70s. Who was being diagnosed with autism prior to the 60s and 70s? Nobody. They didn't know what that shit was.
Or they didn't even know the name of it.
Yeah, they didn't know what that shit was. That's why I'm like, that doesn't really move me in that sense. Like, You know, they were doing wild shit back then. They said cigarettes cured stuff back then. You think I'm gonna listen to what they were talking about back then? Come on, dude. Like, that's why I'm like,
Yeah.
But, you know, like I said, it's.
And the fact that they were recording it too.
I mean,
social
yeah,
media got you guys wanting to do some
I
stuff.
thought that was crazy. I think people, man, social media is social media. You know how I feel about social media. You know how I feel about people get very performative from the social media.
For
Like,
no
if
reason.
you don't mess with what they're saying, that's cool. But they, whatever, man.
Yeah. There's a lot to it, guys, especially with vaccines associated with Tylenol when you're pregnant. That's what RFK is saying. But a lot of people were just bashing them. They're wrong on some points, and they're right on some points. You know, this the good and bad. But these women took the complete bad out of it, and I don't know. Comment below your thoughts. What do you think? Yeah, that's pretty wild. Yeah. Closing thoughts. Any comments?
That's it. I mean, Dolly really, really has been doing his thing, making sure we get new content for this show each week. You know, round of applause for Dolly. He really puts in a lot of work for this show for you guys.
Thank you.
You know, I just show up.
Nah, but you do a lot. I love your takes.
I mean, hell, yeah, but you know, behind the scenes work, Dolly, just take the compliment, okay? He does a lot of behind the scenes work to pull everything together. Without him, this show would not be running like a well-oiled machine. You know, he's doing everything he can to give you guys fresh, brand new content, new things coming in the future, and new guests coming in the future. And
hey, they were getting comments on TikTok a lot. They're like, they should make podcast equipment so expensive. And you know, my thoughts is like, why? So so you can't do it. You know, like people need to start their shows.
You can make this stuff even more expensive. We still gonna do it.
Yeah,
we got the money to do it.
Yeah, we do.
So, hey, I mean, the comment is funny. I guess it's getting a little old, but if that's just your way of not agreeing with our takes, that's perfectly fine. Keep engaging, y'all. We don't mind, because guess what? It's still an engagement, baby.
Yeah. Thank you for the comments, baby.
Thank you for the comments. Yeah. Thank you for commenting and watching the video. Appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all being here. Yeah, that's the end, man. Stay current on the latest sports, celebrity, and culture news. Hit that like button, share this video with a friend, and follow the channel. Tap the notification bell so you never miss a new video. We're dropping fresh content every week. I will post. I did an interview with Nathan Sparndorf, if I'm correct, but I will post that soon. It was like an hour. And I'm doing True Love Talks. You know, I'm giving tips and stuff, so check those videos out. It's on the Let Culture Speak page. Appreciate you, Jess. As always, you're the best. Positive note, positive post. Let's get into it. Ending the show on a positive note. Grit is passion and perseverance for very long-term goals. Grit is having stamina. Grit is sticking with your future day in, day out. Not just for the week, not just for the month, but for the years. And working really hard is to make that future reality. You know what I mean? Grit is living life like it's a marathon, not a sprint. Angela Duckworth. What is up with these weird-ass names? Have a great rest of your week. Stay blessed. See y'all next weekend. Peace out.